What's up, you guys? Vladi B here, and in today's video I'm gonna walk you through my dropshipping website, and I'm gonna show you the design that I've made. A really important thing about dropshipping website is to make it eye-catching. It has to be like an eye candy, and why it's important to make sure that it's pleasing to the eye. So currently my website looks like this. I am all about fitness and staying in shape. So I created a website that is not a one product website. It is actually a niche in exercise, working out, and this kind of lifestyle. I do have a pretty decent traffic on this website, and before I created a nice looking design, my traffic was 0. Now it's much better traffic. I have a lot of stuff going on over here. So all those things here are somehow related to exercise and working out, even music. These days we have a lot of home gyms right in the basement or in the garage, whichever setup you have. It's good to have good music, so everything is somewhat related to exercising and this kind of a lifestyle, active lifestyle. Even leggings, right? There are for exercise, waist trainers. There are to make you look like you're in better shape than you really are, to be honest. Massagers after you're working out, it's good to get a massage done, posture correctors, etc. So as you could see, my website has a nice design, it has nice colors, it blends in together with everything, and this is very important because when I tried the one product websites, they didn't work very well for me, and it may be the case for you as well, or maybe different for you. It really depends on how you really do it. But I find the black and white websites very simple, are somewhat boring, right? There are a lot of them these days. Everything is that same thing. So if you can make yours stand out, it's very beneficial for you to do that, because you're gonna get more attention from people. And then of course advertising. For the most part, I do my advertising of my website on Facebook ads. I don't use Instagram because I'm not very knowledgeable about that, but if I get more knowledge on that, I will definitely share that with you. So I'm only sharing information that I actually know and I'm good at, and I can do a video on how to make Facebook ads and how to get good engagement on that as well. So you need to be willing to spend some money, of course. Nothing comes for free, unfortunately. You can get the dropshipping Shopify website for free for 2 weeks. However, if you want to start getting sales and actually get money, you need to put your credit card in there, and I believe they do have something like a 2 or 3 month period where you're stuck with them. So it's about $29 a month, $30 a month. So be ready and willing to spend about $90 just on owning the website itself. Put a lot of work and effort into actually building the website to make it look nice, and then spend some money on Facebook ads to get some traffic onto your website. A lot of people make this into an actual course. I don't have a course on dropshipping. That's not something I'm interested in doing. I'm gonna share my knowledge with you for free and hopefully find it useful. So the general signing up on Shopify is really straightforward and simple. I'm not gonna go over that. You can figure it out on your own, and if you can't, you probably should stay away from that. It does take some at least basic knowledge of computers. What I want to show you is the themes. So here in the themes, how do you select the right theme for yourself? It really depends on what you are going to sell. So you're going to go to explore free themes. If you don't want to spend extra money, just explore the free ones. There's a lot, enough for everybody. Notice that it only shows you 9 here. However, if you click on one of them, you actually have more options here. So that one turns into 3. So that's already 12. And then here we have another 2. So each one has multiple options. So you have to really think first, what is the product that you want to sell, and then find the theme that is going to be suitable for that product. So if you're doing exercise, boxing stuff, you already have some kind of presets, really cool examples that give you an idea of what your website may look like. So definitely I recommend going through each and single one of them, writing out which ones you find attractive for yourself, and then get to work and start building from there. Let's say, for example, I want to try this boxing one, right? I'm going to add this to my theme library. Now that it's loaded, I can actually go and start working on it. So on this screen here, you can see your template. This is just your template. You can start changing everything around from top to bottom, right? So this is my menu here, my search, my shopping cart. This is my slider, and here on the side of here is where you are actually doing all the changes. So right here I can click to add my logo from my picture. If you don't have a logo uploaded, you just upload it, and it's gonna look like this. This is pretty terrible right now, but again, this is just for example purposes. So this is my slideshow here. The slideshow is this area, and once I add photos in here, for example, again, I'm just gonna add my random pictures here. You're gonna see how it changes my whole view. Now this picture is not the right size for this spot, so you need to be careful with that. Make sure you have the right sizes. Where it says slide over here, well, I'm gonna actually change this to example 1. Example 1 is just my example. So here to create a button, you just click on the link what you want this button to do, whether you want to add a collection in there, an actual product, page, blog, right? And then what is it gonna be called? So view product, for example. So now you see change to view product, and if I click on that, it's going to lead me to my adjustable dumbbell, which is the page with my actual product, and that's what that's going to look like with the description that I've added into here. Now we're going to go back here into the home page. It takes some time to get used to navigating through this. In this video in particular, I'm doing a pretty basic, really quick video for you to just get accustomed to that, just for you to know where to go. You can drop down comments to ask me questions, how to get to specific things. Here's my collection list, right? So I can always remove something out of the way if I don't like it, right? I can just go remove collection, and now you see I have 2 instead of 3. And then if I want to add something to here, I'm just going to select a collection. For example, I want to select my exercise collection here. I'm going to select, and now this becomes my collection, and I can keep just one collection. For example, I just want to concentrate on my exercise. Now this doesn't look pretty to have one collection on this particular theme, so I'm actually going to add another one. Let's say it's going to be my body weight collection. Now that you saw how this theme looks like, we can maybe go and customize a different theme. Maybe you didn't like that one. For example, I didn't necessarily like that one. I'm going to go explore a different one. Let's go to boundless, vibrant, no, maybe something else. Brooklyn. This is a really actually common one, very popular, the Brooklyn Classic. Another cool thing is that they show you a little bit of a description and a feature. So for example, optimized for one-page stores, mobile first, design, quick buy, slide out cart, the same thing here. So some of those designed for a large collection, and some of those designed for like a one product store. It really depends on what you want it to be. Say this one here sounds more like a one product store. So you can add a video in here, built for a small catalog, right? So this is like a one product or just a couple products. Designed for visual storytelling. So this is something that is going to be really appealing. And we can do warm, right? Light, cold, earthy. Actually, like this one for some reason, it looks nice and cozy. Warm over here looks good. I can add this. And now we can customize it now that I added it. And now this one looks much different, right? So the menu is way different. So this is more like something that I'm actually using. So you have the slider over here, your story is over there. You can add a video or an image. Here's a place for a video actually. So they're giving you an example and talk about your brand. This is actually the theme that I'm using in my current one. So you can see that this is what it looked like originally, right? And now let's, for example, go to my website, and you can see that, okay, this is the original, and this is what it looks like now. This is what I made it look like. So you can really change everything around, reorganize everything, add your stuff in here, add photos, add products, just, you know, talk about your stuff, right? You can see how this slider over here, for example, right, this one here is the same thing as this one here. So looks like this over here, and looks like this is a finished product. You can of course change all the colors, and the cool thing is when you go into theme settings is where you change all the colors, for example, of the panels, the buttons, the colors of the buttons, right? Like I can change this button now, change to black. Let's make it green. Sometimes you have to click out of it for it to display. There you go. And so each thing, almost every single thing here is customizable. Let's see here. This is the text, right? This is the header icons. So for example, this is my header over here, right? So this is the color, primary header text. This changes the color to that. I'm just showing you, right, which is which. Primary body text. Say if I add this, it's gonna show me my text in the actual body. So let's scroll up. See, everything changed into red. Footer text. So on the very bottom of the website, I have my footer. I can make that red if I wanted to, and the bottom label, right? I can change it. Basically everything is very customizable. Background colors, right? If I want to have my whole website look red, of course it's going to change from over here. See, this is my header background. Footer background, that's on the bottom. Main background, let's change this one. There you go. Now everything looks the color you want it to look. You can really play with that to make it look like something that you really love. Make it look like something you would love visiting on your own and spend time on the website. Here's one thing: you can change the font. I recommend definitely changing. This is okay, but this is basic, right? Already looking different. Not necessarily better, but different. So there are a lot of different fonts available. Choose the one that you like. I like this one, for example, but the problem with this font in particular is that with different colors, it is actually hard to see. It sometimes blends. See how it's like thick, right? So it can really blend depending on which color you're using. This is the typography. So typography is all the fonts, the text sizes, colors is all the colors. So the social here is where you're adding your links to follow you on Facebook, Twitter, Pinterest, Instagram, Snapchat, even Tumblr, YouTube. All those things are in here. All you do is just copy and paste your link over here into the social. Favicon is something really cool. You see how over here on the top it shows my logo, my not so pretty logo. I'm still working on my logo. Again, I'm not spending too much time on my Shopify. I'm really busy with other things, but this is one thing that favicon stands for. I'm actually just using two letters, TS, that stands for Trainer Shaper, and all you do is you select an image from over here and it's gonna change your favicon. That's what that does. And then we have the checkout. So when you're going into your checkout, you have a different screen. Usually the checkout screen is a different page, and here you customize that page to put stuff on the background, custom image, right? Position everything where you want it to be. The colors are changed over here. So the checkout thing is pretty much separate from the rest of the website. So this is important as well to know, because if you're changing your colors over here, this is the colors of the main website, but if you wanna change your checkout page over here, so you see how this is my checkout page and it looks different. It doesn't represent my colors over here, because the colors for checkout are actually changed over here, as well as you can put background pictures right in those areas here. So if I change those colors here, then the colors are going to be changed. See, this card here changed. The buttons, I can change this button over here, I can change that to green. And the errors, if you have any error messages, you can change them too. So that's what this is for. What's more complicated in Shopify is when you actually edit the codes, right? This is something that is much more complicated, and it will require a whole video on its own on how to edit codes. And the reason you want to do that is, for example, you see I have this back to the top button that takes me straight to the top. This is not something that comes with the website. See, it disappears and appears when I'm scrolling down. And if I click on it, it takes me back to the top. This is very useful because I have a really long website, right? I'm going all the way down here, and it might take, if I'm on the phone, it might take me a while to get back up. Instead, I click here and it takes me straight there. So this is something you add within this code where you add it. And a lot of those things are available on YouTube and Google and just Shopify support in general. However, if you're interested in specific things, just drop a comment, ask me a question, and I will try to do my best to get back to you as soon as possible on that. Alrighty guys, so this was my quick tutorial on dropshipping using Shopify. In the next video, I'm going to show you how to create the navigation. How do you create all those things over here when you click on your menu? How to work with that stuff, because this is really important and it might take a while to figure it out if you don't know what you're doing. So it would be really helpful to make a video and watch a video that will explain to you quickly how to get to that and how to set it up in a way that it actually works, to make sure when you click on something it shows what you want it to show and not just an empty page or a completely random page that you don't want to see in particular. Alrighty guys, so this was it, my very first and quick tutorial on Shopify.com. How to get started, how to select the right theme for you and for the product that you are going to sell. And then in the next video we will talk about the navigation panel, and leave a comment if you want me to do a specific video on a specific topic. I will gladly do that for you. And if you haven't already, smash the like button, hit the subscribe, and until next time.